Wait, is the mic working? Yeah, mic's working, I think. What's up? I'm alive. He's back. Oh my god, what a weird day yesterday. Um, can't wait to tell you guys about it. How are you guys doing? First of all, I'm doing well. We'll get into what I'm up to, but good to see you all here on the stream as usual. Got the regulars: Paper D, Da Vinci, Cashman. Hey Maddie, hope the family are well after the earthquake. Yeah, man, everyone's doing good. Everyone's doing good. Thanks for asking. The flashback. Hey, how you doing? Smash that like, guys. You know, like it helps YouTube distribute my channel. Yeah, everyone's doing well. Thanks everyone for asking. Hey mate, glad to see you. Okay, I have a lot of friends in Melbourne. Finally catching a live stream. Awesome. Thank God. Yeah. I know. I'm sorry for just leaving you guys hanging yesterday. I basically stopped the stream and ran out. I'll get into it a little bit. Great to see you, Maddie. Yep. Crazy and earthquake. Yeah. Guys, crazy times, right? Welcome everyone to the live stream. If you're new, we do this every day, pretty much Monday to Friday, my 9 a.m. Monday to Friday in Melbourne, Australia, which is 7 p.m. EST, Sunday to Thursday. I wish I could say Monday to Friday, but it's not. It's Sunday to Thursday. So anyway, welcome. If you're watching this for the first time, what's up? Good morning, good evening, and good night. But earthquake felt in Sydney. Yeah, it was nuts, man. It went like everywhere apparently. I'm not sure if New Zealand felt it, but there was like YouTube videos of places in Paran, I think, falling down. Oh, man, you know what? I'll bring some stuff up just so you guys can see. I'm not sure if you guys saw any earthquake Melbourne, but there was definitely some damage done. Yeah, this stuff happened. So 19 hours ago. I mean, this is in the city, I believe. Australian earthquake triggers panic in Melbourne. Everyone pretty much ran out of every building. So this is pretty much the same building. There was Betty's Burgers. I've been at Betty's Burgers and I've had, my God, I've had Betty's Burgers before, back when we weren't in lockdown. I'm not sure if you guys in Melbourne have had any. I mean, they're pretty dope. Pretty popular around my circles. But yeah, they basically had a massive chunk of the side of their building just fall out. Look at this. So this whole thing, far out. Like imagine being just parked under there. This whole thing came off and fell down. And then there was some little reports, I think, in people's houses. Maybe some stuff like rattled over and fell. You can see the aisles in some shopping centers. So this is Chemist Warehouse. Bunch of stuff started falling. That's insane. Man, that's crazy. What else we got? We got some Dan Andrews memes that started circulating a bit, but I think here we go. So these are the tremors, magnitude 3, 2, 1. Where is this? This looks like Australia, somewhere in Australia. Don't even know my geography. But yeah, it's pretty intense, right? Where I'm from, good old Narrowon South, southeast, but it was pretty crazy, and everything started shaking. So basically, when you saw me be like earthquake, and I basically stopped the stream, ran out, and everyone was outside shaken up a bit because the first 10 seconds everything started shaking, and it happened kind of quickly. For 10 seconds things started shaking, and I was like, that's a very strong windstorm. But then it shook even more, and the table started to shake, and I was like, fuck, I'm out. So I just ran out. Apparently you're supposed to hide under the table, so I don't even know if that's the better play or running outside in the open. I don't know if the kind of person in me would hide under the table. I think I'm a run out kind of person. But anyway, that happened, and made sure my family were okay. So I started calling my family, my friends. Everyone was cool. Didn't really have the intention to come back and do a video, even though I wanted to, but yeah, I was probably just busy in making sure everyone's okay. But anyway, we're back, and everyone's good. Everyone that I know is fine, but I hope that I don't think there's been any reports of injuries. I don't think there's been some reports of injuries. So Cranksy says you're supposed to get under the table. Yeah, are you supposed to? Apparently, you are supposed to, but it's weird, right? because you want to like hide, or you want to run out in the open because the open is just like 10 meters away or 20 meters away. There's a door, so you can just sprint out, or you can stay under the table. Which, yeah, if it collapses, you can maybe survive under the table. Pretty strong tables. Anyway, crazy times. Let's get talking, guys. There's a bunch of stuff I want to cover from yesterday. So yesterday, we weren't able to cover like 5 to 6 pieces of news. So we'll go through some of them, and we'll just go through, have a chat with you guys, pull up some projects, talk about some tweets that I did. I don't know what's going on, but Twitter algo is loving my tweets. They're going pretty damn crazy. So maybe I'll touch upon some of the tweets that people seem to like. So for example, I made one saying, for some reason, I said, for some reason I put this. So this is my most engaged tweet ever. Just sold an NFT for 30 ETH. I know I now have an uncontrollable urge to spend it. It's kind of just a funny thing because, you know, whenever I sell an NFT, I can't help but buy another one. And for some reason, it blew up more than any other one of my tweets in terms of likes. So I don't know if people were just shilling me their stuff or what, but I thought okay, so I haven't 100% decided I'll do this, but I'm thinking of doing some sort of a 30 ETH to 40 ETH flip challenge. So trying to make 10 Ethereum profit. It might take 2 weeks, it might take 3 months, but maybe I'll document it on YouTube, maybe post it on Twitter. But basically, Flipper me, so Flipper Matty has not been flipping for like the last 12 months. So in the last 12 months, I've had a more of a conservative approach to kind of investing in long-term projects. But this was not the Matty in 2018 to 2019. I was like hardcore flipping, right? So I was just all about buying land, selling land, hustling people, getting deals, buying bulk portfolios, flipping them, securing profit. That was all I was about. But then as the industry kind of had more depth, then it kind of made sense to hold more and flip less. But I thought it'd be a fun way to kind of get me back into the flipping game and just put it out there so you guys can see how I kind of do things. Maybe it'll work. Maybe I'll lose that 30 ETH. You know, not all the time that does it work. But one way, so like I put this thread out before saying, I put this thread out before saying how to get NFT rich without getting lucky. So like kind of working hard to make capital in the NFT world. So I was like, oh, you know what, Matty, like you put this out there, so let's put it in practice. Let's kind of just do it, right? And document it. So it's kind of like, you know, negotiating and placing bids. These are sort of things where how you can kind of secure prices early, cheaper. So right now, I think the Bored Ape Club. So just for an example, guys, some of the stuff that I would do is I'd go to OpenSea. I do a lot of research. I'll probably spend a lot of time looking at opportunities. And we know that Mutant Ape Yacht Club. Okay, this is just an example of what I do. So check this out. So Bored Ape Yacht Club has seen a lot of interest recently because they released their roadmap, and I'll go through it. The graph looks good because it's consistent. 83, 114, looks like 100 or so apes are being sold a day. Now there's 16,000 Mutant Ape Yacht Clubs, so there's pretty much twice the amount of the usual. But check this out. So the floor price is around 4.9 to 5 ETH. But every now and then a bid for 3.78 in the 3 range. So there's another one at 3.87. So every now and then a bid triggers at about 3.8 Ethereum. So an opportunity there to grab one for 3.8 or place a bid at 3.9 Ethereum on some of the low hanging ones that no one's really bought up, but people are still wanting to sell them. And then just basically list them back at 4.5 Ethereum and make a quick 0.5, 0.6 Ethereum. So that's an idea of the stuff that I would be doing. You know, I'd look at high volume stuff. I'd look at strong projects that will obviously continue having development, so they're not going to just die. I wouldn't look at brand new ones because I just don't know how they're going to go. I might dabble a little bit, maybe buy 3 or 4 of like brand new projects that might go on to do quite well. But unless unless I'm like not 80% confident the price will increase, I wouldn't get into it because you pay a lot in gas fees. You're buying something for 0.08 Ethereum, you're paying like, you know, $50 for gas fees. First of all, the gas fees kind of eats into your profit a little bit. then it's higher risk because it's a brand new project. But look at this, right? So the cheapest one for sale is 4.75 Ethereum. And you can see people have placed bids at 4.2. Some of them don't have bids, but they still want to sell. The reason why people have the reason why people list it for the cheapest amount is because they want to sell it, right? They want to sell it pretty much immediately. If you're someone who's like, if you want to sell your Bored Ape, right, or if you want to sell your NFT, generally you would list it for sale at a price that you think is fair. Then over time, if it doesn't sell for that price, what you would normally do is you would list it at a cheaper and cheaper price, and then you'd kind of get frustrated and be like, you know what, I'm just going to list it for the cheapest price in the whole project because I need to cash out ASAP. So people listing at the cheapest price are usually signals that they're about to pull the trigger on a buy, a sell. So you know, so it's kind of ripe. What I'm saying, it's ripe for these bids or like negotiating. So I would place a bid at 4 Ethereum and try to flip it so for 4.5, 4.6, something like that. But some of the stuff that I do, I'd also be pretty much hitting people up in DMs and seeing if I could buy bulk portfolios for a discount. But securing flipping is a lot about buying at a good price, because there's a reason why this is listed here and not sold yet, right? You want to, it's not, I mean, if you buy it, there's no guarantee that you can flip it. The market for this and above has not been proven yet because everything here is still listed. But the history of these Bored Apes selling for 3.5, 3.6 pretty easily has been proven. So it looks like if we can get it at that price, we should be able to flip it. So anyway, just some thoughts on how I would personally go about flipping them. Pretty much all of these have a bid. Oh, actually, no, they don't. Only looks like a lot of the top ones have a bid. The crappy thing is that out of the 30 ETH that I have, if I were to place a bid on, say, 8 of them, that's all my 30 ETH locked up in bids. So, you know, I've got to take that into consideration. Then I'll be looking at Curio cards and other projects. So, you know, Curio cards is good because of two factors. One, it has an event coming up that's of high significance. There's an auction at Christie's or Sotheby's, can't remember which one. And so there's interest leading up to that event. And then on top of that, you have consistent volume, right? So you got consistently people buying these 90, 60, 100 a day, 75, 115, 148, 238, 116. So when there's consistent daily volume, when there's consistent people every day coming and buying, then what's actually happening is that weak hands are selling, flippers are selling, whales are selling, strong hands are buying. So the distribution is getting better. So this, at a long period of time, usually leads to a big event like this. And you can see here, boom, you had that, and you had this. The volume sort of comes from news, right? But the line comes from this activity of long kind of consolidation, of long, just consistent buying. Because again, you know, there's less whales that are dumping. And you can see what's happening here. So this guy here, Lord Flash Art, you can see basically accepted bids on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On 10 Curio cards pretty much immediately. And if you click on Lord Flash Art, and you check his collection, you can see he's got 9 of these. He's got 14 of these. He's got 17 of these. He's got 141 berries. So this is an example of someone who's a whale who still has a lot to sell. So who will still be putting a lot of sell pressure. So once people like these move on, and that like people like these move on when there's daily consistent volume, and you know, you can check his activity. You can check his activity, and then you can filter this by sales. And you can see this guy's basically been selling a ton every single day. Look at this. In one day, this guy has sold, you filter by Curio cards. If you filter it by Curio cards, then you can see that he has sold, yeah, yeah, he has sold. So he's selling, right? He's selling a ton of these every single day. And you can see a bunch of berries. Like he keeps selling these berries, 1.28 more berries here he sold. So he every day, say he sells 3 to 5 berries every single day. Then his stack of 141 berries will probably take another 10, 20, 30 days for him to get rid of them. So that's why some of these are not going up in value yet, because there's people like these that are keep listing them for keep listing them for sale and keep putting that sell pressure for new buyers. But every now and then there are some cards, and the only reason I'm telling you guys this is just so I'm showing you what I would do if I do go through with that challenge. Is there's some cards like this one where there is not that many whales, right? If you click on 900, if you click on the owners, the guy that has the most has 40, then 37, then 36. Yes, they're whaley, but there's like those people are not selling. Like if you check out the listed price, then they're not the ones that are selling. If you check out the recent sale prices, the recent sales, they're not the ones that are selling. The distribution is like 68 to 70%. So that's much better than the other ones, which tells you it's not whale dominated. And you can see that there's consistent volume here. And there's no one really here. Like if you check out the sales, there should be an even spread of sellers. So from this person to this person, there's no dominant account selling them. Looks like GB Vault is a consistent seller. So let's see if he's a whale. So he's got, okay, so he's only got one each of these curio cards. He's got 11 of these. He's got okay, so he's only got 11 of those. He's got 20 of these paintings. It looks like he's gonna slowly get rid of those paintings. So again, like he has to move on if we want to see the price to increase. Let's see if the sales are down. I mean, let's see if, sorry, let's go to that wallet, GB Vault, and see his activity, see what he's up to. Sales, curio cards, where are you? There we are. So 2 days ago, 6 days ago, 7 days ago, so he's been selling quite consistently. So you know, people like him need to move on. People like him need to exit, because then again, sell pressure moves on. So what I'll be doing is looking at that, seeing if there's volume that supports me to make an entry at a good price, and then flipping it at a good price to see if there's consistent volume. But there's plenty of opportunities, guys. There are like many there's like hundreds of different art pieces. There's probably 100 different art NFT projects, from gaming to collecting to that I can go through, and there's always someone there that are willing to sell for cheaper than listed price. So I'll probably hustle my way and see what I find. Anyway, so that's a little tweet that I might go through, just kind of seeing if I have the time for it, because doing a stream every day and then running the MetaKey project, which is like, you know, 6 to 7 people working under the MetaKey, and then running the My Venture Fund, and then making content. I've got to see if I can commit time-wise to all that stuff. But anyway, guys, let's go through some news. There's been a bunch of different stuff that has happened, and I'd love to go through some news, because it's always fun to see what's up in the NFT industry over the last 24 hours. All right. One thing, guys, as usual, we do a giveaway in the Discord channel. So make sure you join the Discord, which is pinned at the top, and you smash, not so much smash, but just click this once and you'll win an Astro Friend. But one of you guys will win an Astro Friend. Now, I put on Twitter, I made a thread, and at the end of the thread, I put our Discord link, and I think we got like oopsies. Sorry, not bad. But I think we got 9,916. So we got another, like, I think we got 2,000 people that joined our Discord recently. So it's popping, guys. So if you check general chat, MetaKey strategy, like, we are so busy here talking about NFTs. I'll pop in every now and then. Every now and then, other people pop in and talk about the NFT projects that they're up to. We'll share NFT alpha. I also share some tips. So, for example, I haven't been doing it consistently for the last 2 to 3 weeks because I've had a baby over the last 3 months. So I've been very, very busy. But recently starting to get back into it. So you can see, like, I put my tips every now and then, sort of like my Twitter thread. So in this one, we talked about security, so how to keep everything safe. It's just a Discord that we try and really curate the information, make sure there's a nice, healthy, fun NFT place where we can chat. It is the MetaKey Discord, and then it's we run giveaways and stuff. So we work with licensed partners to bring some NFTs that we give away to people in the Discord. People that have a MetaKey can use that MetaKey for courses and all sorts of things. So anyway, if you just want to be in a place that talk about NFTs and stuff, join this. You don't have to pay for anything. You can everything. Most of the stuff is free. So have fun. All right. So let's get into it a little bit. What happened? So Tiger Woods, golfer Tiger Woods joins NFT craze, releases 10,000 digital items to be sold through company co-founded by Tom Brady. Tiger Woods is getting in on the latest digital craze, releasing a non-fungible token collection through a company co-founded by Tom Brady called Autograph in a collaboration with Upper Deck. Woods is on the Autograph advisory board along with Tony Hawks, Derek Jeter, Wayne Gretzky, Simon Biles, Naomi Osaka. Isn't that the tennis player? Right, so they're getting a lot of famous people here. Yes, tennis player. The company has already released NFTs for Brady, Gretzky, etc., etc. The intersection of sports and technology. Okay, cool. What sort of NFTs will they release? The first collection will offer 10,000 digital pictures of Woods and will range in the price of $12 to $100 with only 375 editions of $100 option. There will only be 300 total NFTs available with digital versions of Woods' signature. They will range from $250 to $1,500. What? The first collection will offer 10,000 digital pictures of Woods and will range in the price of $12 to $100 with only 375 editions of the $100 option. There will only be 300 total NFTs available with a digital version of Woods' signature. How come there's two? I don't get it. There's 10,000 digital pictures. Are they saying there's 300 different types of editions? With the digital version of Woods' signature, they will range from. Oh, all right, got it. So there will only be 300 total NFTs available with a digital version of Woods' signature. So there's 300 signed NFTs. They will range from $250 to $1,500. All right. So out of the 10,000, it looks like there's 9,700 that are not signed and 300 that are signed. Yeah, looks like there's 300 that are signed. But I don't know. I feel like photographs, if you're just someone famous, then you're just dropping some NFTs. I'm not sure if it will have long-term value unless people do something with it. Because The Weeknd, the famous singer, right? He sold like, I think, a few thousand NFTs, and the prices of all of those have come down immensely. So I think like if they don't do anything with these NFTs, if they don't say, okay, well, these NFTs you can use them at maybe Tiger Woods' next game, you can come and visit. It's a ticket. It doubles up as a ticket. It doubles up as a as an interview thing. You can do an AMA with him. If they give it utility, maybe they make a separate Discord for those people. When Tiger Woods comes and communicates to, like, I want to see some consistent effort put into that community, because that secondary volume is where you actually make good revenue. So yeah, I don't think like celebrities just coming and dropping NFTs. I'm not that into it. I mean, it's cool to watch it happen, but yeah. Cranksy says they should do a 30-minute Zoom call. I agree, man. I agree they should do like some sort of Zoom call with him. There should be a special experience, and not a one-time thing. There should be a consistent experience, and that's why like Gary V's thing is a consistent thing, right? That's why with the MetaKey, it's an ongoing thing for decades. We'll get a bunch of different stuff, and it looks like Bored Apes. Like if you look at their roadmap, they're building for a very long time. So it gives people faith to hold those NFTs and use those NFTs. So I think it's interesting to watch these, but man, there is thousands and thousands of there's thousands of athletes in the world. There's thousands of singers. There's thousands of actors. There's thousands of entrepreneurs, and like if they all drop NFTs, then I think the space is going to get mega diluted. All right, let's keep going. So Keith Grossman recently tweeted, "It is with great pleasure to announce Timepieces, a new NFT community and innovative initiative from time featuring original works by more than 40 artists. The work time.com/timepieces, the NFT drop is on the 23rd of the 9th. And it looks like, it looks like there is 40 NFT artists that they've partnered up with. So let's see if we can recognize any of these names. But Building a Better Future, Addie, Allison, Kath, Brobel. I don't really see any NFT native people. It doesn't matter. I'm just seeing. So Micah Johnson, I have definitely seen him. Who else we got? Tyler Gordon, Yvette, Tim O'Brien. So congrats to all of these people. But looks like they're doing. So Time has been quite active actually in the NFT space. They've done a lot with projects. So it is quite interesting to see how active they are. I mean, it makes sense for them because they kind of make like their magazines a lot about kind of events that are pivotal in the time we live in, right? So in a historical concept, like if they're releasing magazines, and I think they want to have magazines out there that will go on to be historic because of what they covered. NFTs makes total sense because suddenly they're making digital footprints on the blockchain, and now working with the NFT community. I might hit them up actually to do something with the MetaKey because they seem pretty focused on communicating with the NFT space. It's a pretty cool initiative. There is a friender over there. That's pretty cool as well. But awesome. It's awesome to see projects come in and artists have an opportunity to experiment with their art. It's pretty cool. Really cool. Let's keep going. People are telling me that some people are telling me that James Bond 007 licensed NFTs were dropped on Vivi. So let's pull that up. Vivi. Vive. I'm just gonna say Vive. I feel like an idiot saying Vivi. Very excited to welcome 007 to Vive for a series of digital collectibles from the upcoming James Bond film, No Time to Die. This was an hour ago. Okay, let's have a quick look at this. The name is Bond, James Bond. Yep. Let's see what sort of NFTs he will release. Fans will have access to a range of collectible content from the soon-to-be-released film. This also marks the first synchronized collectible series on Vive. As the platform continues to shape the world of digital assets and merchandise as one of the biggest, longest front-running and successful film franchises. Okay, that's very cool. I just want to know what the NFTs are. What's the NFTs? Yeah. So what is the actual NFT? James Bond, a British Secret Service agent, has been saving the world since his first appearance. Yes, there's now been 24 films. Yes. Yep. So Vive is incredibly excited to partner up with MGM and Eon Productions to celebrate the upcoming release of No Time to Die and launch the first ever series of NFTs from the iconic James Bond franchise. As fans of Bond, the film franchise's legacy and its ongoing impact worldwide, we couldn't be more thrilled to bring an array of Bond digital collectibles to Vive and our passionate community and collectors. Fans will have access to a range of collectible content. Okay, so it's a range of collectible content. I know Vive has done stuff like AR, 3D cars and Batmobiles and stuff like that. So maybe it'll be that sort of stuff. But okay, that's cool. Again, now, if celebrities are dropping NFTs, if movies are dropping NFTs, if games are dropping NFTs, like there's going to be so much NFTs out there. I think, I mean, it's fun because everyone would want to get involved in this stuff. But I think there's just, it makes me feel a little bit more selective of the sort of NFTs that I get into. We got a winner. We just got a winner, I think. Well, congratulations, J-Town. You are the winner for the Astro Friend, my friend. All right, we'll send that through. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. So Vive is working with James Bond. Man, there's no shortage of brands and famous personalities wanting to get into this space. Thanks for the Astro Friend. Love the content. So Jonathan G, you're right here. That's awesome, man. No worries. Let's keep going, guys. So NFTs could mark a resurgence in art galleries. So Cointelegraph making an article about how art galleries, so physical art galleries, have seen a decline of visitors. For decades, art galleries and museum exhibitions around the world have facilitated the presence of cultural education, social interaction, and visual moments of awe. Um, However, since the turn of the century, grossly impacted by seismic shifts in the digital behaviors, economic uncertainties, and enduring complaints of exclusivity, art galleries have seemingly depreciated in societal appeal. A piece by arts professional in late 2017 exposed the decline in visitor numbers to London's most prominent art attractions, a damning paradox to the year's record tourism to the city. So the city, so the London city saw a year's record tourism to the city, but saw a decline in visitors to the most prominent art attraction. That's pretty interesting. And this is the article: attendance down at London galleries despite record tourism. That's a big deal. The threat of terrorism is thought to have contributed to failing visitor numbers at some of London's leading museums and galleries. Through the V&A bucked the trend with record figures. This is super interesting. So minus 19%, minus 40% at National Portrait Gallery. That's really bad for galleries, bucking the trend. Only the V&A, where visitor numbers rose 58%, succeeded in making significant progress. Wow, that's a big deal. It's a big deal because that shows that there's a dire need for real-world galleries to attract eyeballs and to get into the digital space. So this art thing, so NFTs for them, they've got to make it work, because it looks like the physical attractions and museums are seemingly a dying, sort of declining marketplace. Because who's going to visit a museum and an art place in lockdown, right? And people are more hesitant to kind of go out, and more people are spending time in a digital space. And I'm not sure how much of the new generation care about like are not plugged into the internet, right? So a lot of people are not actually getting out, and like this sort of stuff. The trend seems to be going digital. So if there is a dire need and a desperate need for them to get involved in the NFT space, then they will come. They'll make it work. Quite interesting. So let's keep going. After the start of the pandemic in 2020, dramatically reducing human convergence, in physical environments, this disheartening fortune can only be further concluded. Okay, cool. Anything good here? Founder upon principles, yes. These creatives inhabit, yeah. Birth in 2017, CryptoPunks became the pioneer of NFT culture. Central to the internet's iconography, these avant-garde avatars have now inspired offspring such as Bored Ape Yacht Club and Cool Cats, among the others. NFTs have emerged in a time of blurred boundaries. Yes, that's cool. We already know how cool NFTs are. Yep. So okay, here we go. Cointelegraph spoke to Elio Diana, founder of HOFA, a London-based gallery steeped in crypto history, to discuss the cultural significance of inviting non-fungible art into traditional spaces. The fact that artists are working with digital mediums to create visuals, renderings, and computer graphics generated art really opens a whole new layer to how we perceive art and the world. The gallery will open a public showcase over the coming weeks in collaboration with Studio 37 to display $64 million worth of NFT art, including 6 of 24 ultra rare CryptoPunks. 6 of 24. 6 of 24 ultra rare CryptoPunks. I would think there'd be apes. The pieces will be printed as 41 by 41 centimeter lithographs and signed by John Watkinson, co-founder of Lava Labs. In addition to the print, which is stamped with a red punk seal of approval, each piece will contain a 12-word seed phrase granting the buyer access to the digital ERC721 token. Among all the recent hype and plaudits, one of the most crucial acquisitions of the non-fungible token marketplace has been equal recognition compared with its revered contemporaries. All right, well, that's interesting. Harley says, I work with a lot of art galleries, contemporary committees. I'd be surprised if after lockdown we don't bounce back. NFTs, if anything, would add to the attractions shown at the galleries. Thank you, Harley, for that insight. Dara, see you later. She says, he says, I'll watch the rest tomorrow. See you all, friends. See you. Take care. Watch the stream. Can we talk Galaxy eggs that we missed yesterday? Yeah, we can actually. We'll bring that up. Let me just pop that up real quick. OpenSea Galaxy eggs. We'll talk about that later. All right. But quite interesting. Quite interesting. So there is like interest in the art world to explore with NFTs. And I'm not sure if like when you go to the art world, when you go to the museums and galleries, like you know pretty much for certain you're looking at the real thing, right? But with digital screens, I guess it's hard to kind of verify what you're looking at. Like, are you looking at the original? What is the original? Doesn't matter if what you're looking at is a digital screen of the original, which is code that sits in a wallet. So does it matter if the gallery is owning that piece at the time while it displays it? It's pretty interesting how these kind of things will work, because when you're looking at a digital screen, and when you're looking at a picture on the internet, like you don't know if that's the original one you're looking at, right? So that's I guess that's the disconnect that many people cannot connect of what NFTs represent with this whole JPEG thing. So that's it's interesting how that works, and it'll be cool to see how people bridge that gap. All right, cool. What are we talking about? So NFT based fantasy football card firm raises $680 million. Oh my god. I think this is so rare, right? I think they already raised 690 mil. So French firm Sorare, which sells football trading cards in the form of non-fungible tokens, has raised 680 mil. The NFT-based cards are used by fans to create football teams. Yes, the funding was led by tech investor SoftBank, with ex-England international Rio Ferdinand also putting in money. Yep, NFTs are controversial, blah, 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 blah. Players can buy cards. I think they already did a raise, right? The latest investment puts its value at $4.3 billion for Sorare. That's insane. Sorare claims $150 million of cards have been traded on the platform since January. As NFTs, the cards are also being sold on platforms such as OpenSea and Rarible. Sorare says it has partnerships with more than 180 football clubs and 600,000 registered users. I think this is an old article, right? Like we already know this came out. So one day ago, this article came out. Sorare raise news. All right, so they did another raise. So they did $900 million 10 hours ago. Sorare, I'm pretty sure they've raised before, but that's insane. 680. They've raised more than $500 million to grow this project. I can't even imagine how you can raise that much money. That's crazy, right? $680 million. I like, what would you actually be doing with this project? So Sorare, if you haven't seen, just to give you an idea, like OpenSea, which we all use, raised $100 million at I think a $1.5 billion valuation. So they gave away 10% of the business. Sorare raised 7x of that at a 4x valuation. And Sorare is a soccer football collector project, so you can collect and play with these cards. But yeah, they are selling them, and they've got a lot of partnerships with a lot of clubs. But I wouldn't say they're worth $4.3 billion valuation. That is insane. Maybe I haven't been checking them out properly, but I do know they're an active community, so I apologize if I offended anyone. But man, that's an insane valuation. Anyway, we'll see how that works out, but that is crazy. I haven't actually gotten into a story that much. Sotheby's recently announced that they will be doing a Murat Pak auction for his Lost Poets. So people love Pak. Pak's kind of like every time he does something, he basically goes and auctions something at Sotheby's. But I feel like if you go to Lost Poets, let's go Lost Poets. All right. Is it these pages? My goodness. Holy shit. 60, so there's 65,000 of these. There's 65,000 of them, and okay, so 350, 200 to 300 was selling every single day. 2,100 sold today so far since that announcement. So 0.4 Ethereum. So it seems like they've doubled. Now let's check out the cheapest prices. So this is actually an ERC 1155, guys. So even though there's 65,000 of these, right? Even though there's 65,000 of these, you notice how it's all on one page. It's not like separate images. That's because this token standard is ERC 1155, and it's all listed in. It's all kind of like in the same thing. So that's insane. Holy shit. What? Let's see the listings. So listings looks like 1 ETH is the cheapest. This is day one of his announcement. Like I can see this continuing to go up. I mean, how long has it been since that announcement? 11 p.m. September 22. So this has been sorry, it's been like a good 12 hours. So 11 to 10 hours since that announcement. 11 hours since that announcement. But that's insane, right? That's awesome for Pack. Let's see how that affects his other stuff. So Art Pulse, we know that Pack has sold work on Nifty Gateway before. So Crypto Art Pulse is one of our websites that shows. Oops, let's go here. Pack, we know he has sold on Nifty Gateway. So this tracks a lot of the sellers, so buyers and sellers that happen on Nifty Gateway and other platforms, but for some reason it's not showing the other ones. And so you can see that over the last 24 hours, or actually over the last 11 hours, since that announcement, a cube, so these cubes have gone from $11,000 all the way up to $15,000. Yeah, before this, there were 10,500, 11,800. 11 days ago, there was still $16,000. So that's how this is how like earlier art from these artists goes up in value, because people come and FOMO buy what they're selling, what they've historically dropped in the past. Pack works pretty hard. He's always got something he's doing. Man, that guy, like every 3 months he drops some new NFT project and rakes in like 10, 20, 30 million. Probably one of the most successful NFT artists in the space. Definitely. But congrats to anyone that's holding any Pack. That's pretty cool. I have one Pack art piece, which is a 1 of 1, but it's a Pack and a Trevor Jones collaboration. So I'm curious to see how that one goes. Pranksy bought 330 of them this morning. That's crazy. Did he buy it in one shot? Was that a one-shot buy? How do we see the history? So okay, we can go here, see the history. People are buying a ton of them. 5 minutes, 38 minutes ago, 1 hour ago. I think Pranksy bought them in bulk or something, didn't he? Let's see. Our buddy Pranksy. See what happened. Keep scrolling. $350. Okay. Chris G. 0.88. Let's keep going. Was it I think it was a one-time purchase. Maybe someone had listed 350 of them at a one price 8 hours ago. Let's go. Lefevre. Getting close. Hopefully this couldn't be a less painful way to do this. All right, let's go. All right, I think I need to just click on Pranksy's account, see what he's up to. 2 purchases, one at 240 and one at 110. All right, now I'm just being stubborn. There's only one way to do this, guys. I'm sorry. This is the only way I gotta do this. It just has to happen. So, what, the price went up to 1.25 Ethereum and dropped a little bit? Let's keep going. Okay, fine. I'll just look up Pranksy's account. Ugh. Damn, couldn't find it. All right. That was a waste of time. Pranksy. There he is. Check out his activity. Guy's got 4 meta keys. What? Didn't even know he's got 4 meta keys. When did you buy some meta keys, Pranksy? Anyway, this guy is so freaking active. Like, Pranksy's got to be the most active person in the whole of the NFT space. Let's see what he bought. So page 240, you're right. So he bought 240. Geez, that was so much easier. I apologize for draining your life. But 240 pages at 1 Ethereum. And then he bought another 100 pages at 1 Ethereum. So that's pretty good buy. Will definitely probably be a long-term investment though, because there's so much supply, guys. 65,000 supply. That's a lot of supply. And like he'd need to sell that as a bulk or slowly. But what is this new thing he's buying? Clarence Jack Waterburn. Toledo. Yeah. So he bought it at 1 Ethereum each. So why is the floor gone down? That's surprising, right? Is it 0.975 at 15? There's 15 of them at 0.975 Ethereum each. So it's surprising. Not all 65k pages will be converted to poets based on page utility revealed in 2 days. Right. Okay, so they're gonna get rid of a ton of supply, but it's just so people are buying these in bulk quantities as well. So it's 1, 2, I think that's what 48 supply purchase. There's 15 of these at 0.975 Ethereum. The cheapest listing is still 0.975. There's another one at 0.99. People have a ton of these. So if I click on this person and then I click on this person, let's see how much they actually own. Oh, you know, it'd be good if I click on this. Let's see who are the whales. So there's a whale that has 1,256, 1194, 1149. So there's some pretty big whales here. Pranksy's sitting here with 340. Max Carland. So how much of the poets does this guy have? He's got 128 of these. He's got 128 of these. That's pretty insane. So how much does this guy have? Whoa, what happened to my screen? All right. That didn't want to open for some reason. Sneaky Ninja Pants. Let's open you again. But that's interesting. There's a lot of whales in this project. It looks like you can burn them, or I guess you can do something with them. So I'm sure Pax got a way to sustain value for these. Oh, so it looks like he has none left. No, he should have left. He should have some left. Collections lost. Poets. He's got 92. So it looks like these guys are selling them bit by bit. 10 over here. 1 Ethereum floor. So Pranksy, well, there's still a lot here. So 15, 15, 10, 10, 5, 5. There's a lot at 10 Ethereum. So there's still a lot listed at 1 Ethereum each. 78 of them at 1.025. 10, 10, 10. So you can probably get like another 150 of these at 1 Ethereum. It's pretty much what Pranksy bought them for. It would be interesting to see what happens. I might read up on the project and might grab a pile, but long term, like there's still going to be a decent amount of sell pressure, I think, with this, because at the end of the day, there's 65,000 of them, and people have a ton of them. How much were they sold for? 0.2, I think. Anyway, cool, interesting. Let's keep going. There's still a bunch of stuff we need to go through. So, this is another hack. We'll kind of go through that a little bit later. That is a sad story. But Burger King launches Keep It Real Meal NFT campaign. Fast food giant Burger King has announced the launch of a new NFT campaign with the NFT marketplace suite. There is so many NFT marketplaces. Burger King has announced the launch of a new non-fungible token campaign in collaboration with NFT marketplace suite. NFTs are a type of crypto. Yeah, we know that. So as part of the Burger King Real Meals NFT initiative, QR codes will appear on nearly 16 million meal boxes, unlocking a digital collectible. The NFT is part of Burger King's Keep It Real Meals campaign, which is done in partnership with celebrities Nelly, Anita, and Lil Huddy. Collecting the digital collectibles allow customers to unlock NFTs, which in turn can lead to a variety of awards. These include prizes ranging from 3D Burger King digital collectibles, Whopper sandwiches for a year. That's sick. Autographed goods, or even a once-a-lifetime call with one of the campaign's celebrities. That's pretty cool. Burger King is not the first worldwide brand to jump on the NFT bandwagon. Last month, Budweiser changed its Twitter profile to a hand-drawn beer rocket NFT. Yep. But that's pretty cool, man. Like NFT meals will have, Burger King meals will have sort of this thing that you can scan and get an NFT for. I don't even know if I'm streaming still. One sec. Sorry guys, popping up my stream. My internet just, something funny happened. Am I even online? Sec. Yeah, I am online. Well, why is it not loading? I'm assuming I'm all good. I can't see you guys chat. What in the world just happened? Sorry guys, give me one sec. Let me pop up my dashboard. My OBS says I'm streaming, but my YouTube says I'm not. Okay, okay, cool. I'm still streaming. All right, sorry guys, I couldn't see the chat. For some reason this thing crashed. All right, whatever happened, let's just forget that last 2 minutes. But yeah, Burger King has announced the launch of a new non-fungible token, and it'll be on people's Happy Meals, I guess. Happy Meals, like in McDonald's, we call them Happy Meals. But that's pretty cool. It might be a very cool collector thing, but 16 million of them, maybe not. But I would assume this is Burger King's first NFT initiative. If there was a bit more scarcity around that, it'd be pretty cool. Well, if the 16 million of them, I would assume, oh come on, like I would assume a good 90% would not do anything with their meals. In fact, I would say a good 98% won't do anything. So I would say they would probably be lucky to have what, 300,000 in circulation of people that actually claim that. So I'm just trying to think if it puts it into the collector class or not, or if it's worth collecting. Maybe I would be curious to see where this ends up, because in Australia, and I think in maybe the whole of the world, but we had this, I know in Australia we had this initiative that Coles did, where it gave like these mini physical collectibles every time you shopped, and you hit like, I think you had to spend like $10 or more, and you got this mini collectible, and people loved collecting them, right? And people started to sell them on eBay. So there can be a collector demographic to digital assets, I think, that come from brands that incentivize people to buy them. Oh man, that's making me hungry. It's a grilled ad, but that's pretty cool. Shakira and Boss Logic come out with a drop. Carbon neutral via aerial. 2 1-of-1 auctions, 2 limited editions, and 4 open editions. All right, that looks cool, but you know, one of probably hundreds, if not thousands, of yeah, one of hundreds, if not thousands, of celebrities getting in on this. I mean, the only thing Shakira is doing is just allowing Boss Logic to use her brand. I know one of my friends is a pretty big Shakira fan. What is going on here? That does not look good at all. Editions remaining 1. Current offer at 1 Ethereum. Current offer at 10 Ethereum. Holding an octopus thing. So what do you get here? So winners of the 1-of-1 auctions will receive a one-of-a-kind signed artist proof of their work, of their purchase. Each collector of a limited edition will be entered into a raffle to win a one-of-a-kind signed artist proof of their purchased work. Collectors may purchase additional editions to increase their chance of winning the artist proof. Okay, so you get something signed from her. Cool. Yep. Okay, cool. How much are these? So current offer 10 Ethereum. This one's current offer 2.5. So these are all single editions, right? So carbon neutral via aerial. The Caldera collection will be offset using aerial, a sustainably sustainability platform that calculates the carbon emissions based on associated energy use. The offsets will be allocated to high-quality forest conservation projects verified by American Carbon Registry. Okay. How many 101s were these again? 2 101s, 2 limited editions, and 4 open editions. 2.5 Ethereum for this one. So editions remaining 1 edition of 1. So this one is what? How many of these have been sold? This one, I think there's multiples, right? Or there's just one. Bus Logic X Shakira, love it, Shakira. Okay, cool. Place an offer for 2.5. So yeah, this looks like it's also a 101. This looks like a 101. Oh no, it's a 10 edition of. All right. Sorry. So the first. So what Maker's Place do is they sell 9 at the cost price, and then the 10th one they auction. Yeah. Okay. So that's what's going on. That's why there's like so many auctions. This one must have been an open edition as well. This one's going on. One's the 101. Okay. Cool. Interesting. If you guys are a Shakira fan, there you go. Sale price 300, purchase 142. So these are the open editions. The drop has ended. 142 of them have been sold. I just don't think these can hold value long term. Maybe people can flip them, but unless like I feel like the first celebrities that will properly come to this space and do something cool with their community will be awesome. Valiant says those meta-keys are bogus. So I think the Pranksy meta-keys that he was sent must have been junk. It looks like he got some junk that he got rid of. I was excited because I thought Pranksy was in on some meta-keys. When people say do your own research, I actually do it most of the time. I saw the Lion hype and swerved. Why? These are announcements on the Lazy Lions NFT Discord. So there's a few things we need to get through, guys. Jeez, there's a lot of things we need to get through. I'll be really quick with this stuff. So G Gaza has put out this tweet saying that Lazy Lions are talking about price too much, and there's a little bit too much about just price action, right? So attention, a floor sweep has commenced. Everyone, amazing climb over the past 2 days. We're extremely close to surpassing 0.2 Ethereum floor. Only 12 lines standing our way. Blah 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 blah. Exciting times. We've seen amazing progress. So we got a bit of a mixed review. So focusing so much on floor price throughout the project, shilling celebrities paid rewards to use Lions as your PFP. And there's like 4 to 5 posts of this sort of stuff. Everyone, let's give Jake Paul a huge welcome on Twitter. Right. So a bunch of this stuff, and why don't I want to get involved? Because this is a bunch of shit. That's why. The worst part is that this shit actually works too. You will see the floor rise and stabilize of a lot of these floors, price addicting projects. Look, I think like marketing is definitely a big play in PFPs. I don't think there's any issue in going to influencers and giving them a profile pic and convincing them to put it on. Like if they like it, they'll put it on. Paying them to do it, I guess, is unorganic, and it's kind of like, it's a fake. It's a little bit like paying influencers to put on clothes of a brand's clothes and make a tweet about it is what people do. Like brands actually do that with influencers. So I'd say this is the same thing. That's kind of in the middle. I guess what is a concern, I would say. Guess what I would say is an issue would be creating unsustainable hype. So if you focus on the price so much, you're going to get others, your community, FOMOing in. And if things are bought via FOMO, people usually don't hold them on for too long, because in 2 to 3 days that FOMO dies down, and then they kind of question the reasons why they purchased anything. They pretty much sell it, right? So that sort of thing I would say is a little bit murky. Like I wouldn't try and talk about price and stuff with my community, and try and get them to, like, oh guys, the floor is this, the floor is that. It's cool once every now and then, but to try and push them to push the floor up, it's exciting, but I think it just creates too much FOMO. So I'm not going to judge Lazy Lions, just going to put my thoughts out there and what the effects or the implications of this sort of announcements may have. I had to unfollow someone earlier today to get back to 123 following, and it was Lazy Lions. Then lost my ETH to a gambling habit. So TKL says, sold my Lazy Lion at 1.7 ETH, then lost my ETH to a gambling habit. Sorry to hear, my friend. Hey, Maddie, can you look at We Mint Washington? All right, guys. We have a lot to go through, so let me just keep going on. So the roadmap for Bored Ape Yacht Club came out, which looks pretty damn cool. It's got the Treasure Hunt. That's a pretty nice name. First annual Ape Fest looks like a physical thing, not listed. Collabs, partnerships, and dope shit we don't want to be front run on. Basie and Macy mobile competition. The trial of Jimmy the Monkey MD vs MMI prologue. MD vs MMI, blah blah blah. Basie, I don't even know what that is. MD vs MMI. Top secret blockchain game. So it looks like they're making a game. Miami Clubhouse, Sandbox Miami, 2035. What? The DAO Basie ecosystem. So that's pretty cool. I mean, the roadmap looks awesome. One thing is that they are freaking well funded now. They got like 90 million USD from their recent sales, so they can make any roadmap they want. They can probably make like 10 different games, high AAA studio games with all their Bored Apes in it. So there is a lot they can do, but Bored Apes is a great idea of a project doing it right and pushing for, you know, utility and making sure you can do stuff with your Bored Apes. If they just released something and then forgot about it, none of them would have held value, right? All good stupid players, let's go Melbourne Storm. Can you talk about Medikey drop? Mooncats going to Sothebys in October. Yep. All right. Chromie Squiggle sells for 2.8 million USD. Now, if we see the Chromie Squiggle, I believe, and I'm going to end it with this, guys, because we don't really have much time. But I think the reason why this one sold for that much is because it is a spectrum. It's got a perfect spectrum. So there's not many Chromie Squiggles. I think, okay, I'm not that well versed in my generative art, but there's only 20 Chromie Squiggles that have a perfect spectrum, and that was one of them. So you can see the recent sales on these ones. So 90 Ethereum it sold last, 250 Ethereum. This one sold last. How long ago was that? That was a month ago. So definitely this category of scarcity of Chromie Squiggles sells for a lot of money. So you know, $2 to $3 million is pretty intense for that. Let's see how it goes. It's like Chromie Squiggles is one of the most desired generative art projects in existence right now in NFTs. All right, guys. Charlie says, take a look at the arcade NFT. I will do so tomorrow. It's already been an hour, guys. So I will close it up. Thank you for joining me. Congrats to the winner of the Astro Fan. Join the Medikey Discord, guys. We talk about NFTs all the time. And yeah, thanks for joining me today. No earthquakes, so we're all good and healthy. We will catch up tomorrow, same time, 7 p.m. EST, my 10 a.m. And again, we'll talk about the NFT space, right? Would love to see all you back there again. Take care and have a good morning, evening, and night. We will see you tomorrow. Take care.